you doing? Fuck it out. Damn, cat is tripping. The last one is on me. She over there ran and jumped all the way down the stairs, cuz. Yo. This little nigga just ran and jumped all the way down the stairs. Like, I was watching him run and jump on the wall. You okay, Papa? Oh, you looking like you want to fight? You want to play? All right, let's get a little jazz going. So you want to fight, cuz? That's Pearl Jam Alive. It's no copyright. All these. If you just want, and if you want to know, okay. Anyway, you want to fight, buddy? I didn't tell you to go jump your ass down the stairs like you retarded. Hey, did you jump all the way down? Or did you? Man, that was some crazy sound. Y'all hear that? My little dude is a nutcase, man. Let's get some lofty jazz. I don't want to be too long because I was over there watching Empress Colbert and a couple other people. But though it's funny what she's talking about, and I respect and I love the game, I know other things. You know, I know other things. I just want to let you guys know, I'm just going to do this. I'm going to definitely upload, and I've got I was going through the videos. I've got about 20 different things, starting fires, setting up tents. I actually have another tent that I actually picked up today at the post office. I had to go in and pick it up. They weren't going to leave it in the front. It's a 10-man tent. So it's kind of expensive. I bought it a while ago, and it was a back order. You know what I mean? Like, they didn't have it in because people have been buying stuff like crazy. A lot of the guys that sleep in their vans and the trucks and all that and do a lot of camping. It actually had to come from Alaska. Now I just got to save up enough money. I could buy it, but I prefer to, like, little things like hot stoves and stuff like that, like, put money aside for that. You know, I mean, I could just go and just be like, thank you. But it's not how I like to do things. I ordered 3 more books today. I actually paid $45. I was hoping that people would donate, but I don't know what's going on with you guys. I sent somebody, I sent a couple people some money. They were asking, you know, they have a hand, you know, they lost their jobs or whatever. And I said, I don't care. If you didn't lose your job or if you're doing something you shouldn't be doing, I'm still going to send you the fiat. It's not mine. I don't have no problem if you ask. But I decided that I'm going to read. I'm going to stay away from the little Masonic stuff and all the little alphabet government. I just had enough of it. I was just antagonizing them. I was tired of the stupidity. I'm just going to stick with you guys, reading and sharing this information, inserting my, the relevance to my knowledge as far as what I know. I'm not saying it's the whole thing because I don't know everything about this world. I mean, I know enough about what I've seen, where I've been, what I've learned. What I've read. So I'm going to give you that. And I'm going to still upload like shorts, tents, some lives, like if I decide to go winter camping. Still getting this phlegm out. So I blew my nose and was a little yellow, and I'm like, and everybody right now has got the flu, man. It's crazy. So I'm doing good. Take the cold showers. Look, I know it's hard. Just listen to me. I know it's hard. Put it on cold. Put shorts on, cover up your little private spots. You know what I mean? Cover up your little, there's tender parts if you got to. Just get in. Or run cold water, no hot water. And just get in. It's like when you learn how to swim. And trust me when I tell you this. You're going to reset yourself. And do a little intermittent fasting. If you want to go out and you want to get a Domino's sandwich, or if you want to get a little pizza, do your best to get as much fiber as possible. Men, if you're having some issues urinating, you're getting up there at 40, because it's happening with people in 30s and 40s now instead of 50s and 60s. If your prostate's getting a little swollen, you know, I've done my numbers before with you guys. I'm very open and honest. You get some dark chocolate, get plenty of fiber, fast for a couple of days. If you got, like Dr. Seavey said when I used to visit him over in New York, right? He said, man, masturbate, because I'm not a religious person. I'd rather you have sex with your woman once or twice a day. It's the best thing for you. And if you don't have a woman, you know, go ahead for for medicinal purposes, it will help to shrink your prostate a little bit and free up your urine tract. But stay away from the red meat. Leave the chicken and the pork alone until you get past that. You know, if that's what you're going to eat. Take your shot of wheatgrass. Get you some chloria, some chloria and green drinks and stuff like that. Don't overdo it. That stuff can be rough in your stomach. You remember that over alkalinization also is destructive because you have things in your body that are alkaline. Diet will mess up. You have acids in your body that your body requires to be operative. And over alkalinization, just like over water drinking could be water toxification, the same thing with alkalinization toxification. So how do you meter it? I'm so done with trusting the doctor's needles because they're made by the corporation, owned by a certain individual. And you never know what's going on when they're packaging these needles. What's on the tip, what's in the vice of it. That means the hole, the canal. We don't know what's going on. Do you trust what you can't trust no more? I don't want to get into the PC of that. We have to elevate. I'm still going to do meditation and breathing. I was going to come on read. I took a nap. And I was like, you know what? I need to talk. I need to put this out there. The people of Earth, there are more ignorant people in this world than there are those of us who are awakening. Okay? There are more awakening. If I sit here and said I don't like to debate and don't like to argue with people, and there's a way you can do it without cursing and acting all retarded, I'm a narcissist when it comes to that. I'll have somebody who has no feelings and have minute feelings. I'm very good at it. I didn't do three years of stand-up comedy. I could have kept that going and my acting and all that. Man, I don't have no feelings towards that stuff. That's why it's easy for me to go in. And with real stuff, I'm just not going to out myself like that. Like my boy was saying, you're right. You can, I know. So, I did a little video where I was expressing, well, it seems like the alphabet boys, all they're going to do is send some viruses. I can go without phones, cell phone, tablets, smart TVs, all that. I'd rather be dealing with the sun, the moon, the earth. I don't care about none of this. And if y'all don't get the information, you don't know how to travel, it's not my loss. I know how it all ends. And I'm going to stick with that. It's not like anything's going to change it. I know how it ends. They don't. I don't care about grays. I don't care about giants. I don't care about oogly wooklies. I don't care about lizard people. I don't care about none of that. I share it because some of you may have seen something and you weren't sure about it and how to converse it. I was watching my dude Ace live, the guy that goes around traveling, Ecuador, Colombia, all that kind of stuff. So he's 15,000. He's taking an Antarctic boat trip. And I see the company he's dealing with. And he asks the stewards, the females, Swedish, Finlandian, whatever, is the earth flat? And they're all looking at each other and laughing. No, of course it's round. Oh, yeah, we're going to fall off. Right then I made a decision. I can't watch Ace live no more. See, you have choices in this world today. I want to support the brother. He makes a living doing it. I want to continue and hit the likes and watch this whole thing to the end. I cannot subjugate myself to immorality, to conscious dispersion of lies, to subjugation of destruction. I cannot allow or permit because the world is so confused. For the few of you who have actually allowed themselves to awaken, who want to emanate a response to elevate, and we got to be careful when we say elevate. What does it mean? We know it doesn't mean raise, because raise means to tear down. Isn't that funny how raise, we always thought it meant to go up? Raise the price. No, raise the price. When somebody says that means, so you're going to bring it down? I'm under the barter. As long as you don't know that, and everybody else don't know that, there's nothing but arguments to be had because of the ignorance. So no, when we see elevate, it means to above the occasion. The occasion being that we don't have to be stuck where we're at. We don't have to be part of the conundrum. We don't have to be part of the pseudo ideologies. All right? Because the pseudo ideologies will argue because they have no fact base. They have a belief, and a belief, well, you believe in Satan, right? Or you believe in this and you believe in that. Everything that's been laid before them, they're going to hearken on to and hold on to. We step out of the binary line of all these things. It doesn't have to be about name calling. I'm choosing to use these words right now because you understand where I'm coming from. I don't need you to understand. You're not under me, and I don't stand above you. And that's literally what it's, as a provocateur, it's what it means. There'll be a day when I'm not here. And some of you. You have to do the best with what little information you're given. You have to illuminate it. You have to take charge. You have to dig deep. We came into this world knowing and not. We were thrust into a situation and robbed. Unblindfolded. And we parlayed with an acceptance without understanding what the acceptance is. And not knowing how to broker against it. There was never no parlay. It was just accept. And we have accepted so much without accepting it, that now we verbalize our disagreement, our unacceptance, and we nurture one another. The umbilicals were cut too soon. We didn't receive all our fluids, and we were given physical mastectomies, cut away from the breast of life, the chest of life. We were mastectomies. We were given, cut away. And many today have no connection at all. They were given what I would consider unhelpful, unnutrient, caustic, sources of food. I didn't want to say pasta, this, that, and other, because, you know, what I'm going to call Similac or all those Infamil and all that other stuff. What do you call it? But for what it is, it's their phase. The phase utilized to further keep the mastecticides going. A mastectomy. To cut one off and not even wean them, to cut one off from the breast of life, the cholesterol and everything else, is sacrilege. Just as we were mastecticized from the earth. You have to do the best to reconnect and to accept the Father's comfort at night. So I'm just going to read. It's hard. Because in there, I do have feelings. I care about y'all that much. And it's toward. It's a pain. I cannot tell you what's going to happen. I just know something. I don't know how it's going to play out. I know it's bad now, but the fever hasn't hit y'all. Not yet. No, I have to be careful. I don't know everything. There's some people that know what I cannot speak on right now. I'm supposed to speak on what I understand. So I'm going to continue to read all these books. You can still donate if you want. I don't think I ever will monetize this. I can. I just don't. It's us working together. I will always, if you like my readings, I will continue to read. Do the best to intercede in certain things. Show you if I have to. There's hardly any punctuations that are correct now these days. So sometimes it feels like I'm doing a read on, you know. So I have to be more attentive, even though I've read a number of books, and there's some books I haven't read yet. I purchased them because they're in lieu of what we're actually conversing about. And then there are plenty of books which I can bring out that are sound on. But those should be read for a different time. And time is short. Remember, the most two powerful weapons we have is time and patience. So I have to live by that patience as well. I love listening to Manny Hall. I love listening. There's so many Mark Twain's reading. There's so much I love listening to, because there is so much there that I can assist you when I cross that artery, that vein, that road. I had to send some energy out this evening for somebody under the weather. Our beloved sister Tolo. And if any of you are, let's all send a little energy out. All this is a thought. Grab a little dirt outside your door. Sprinkle it in a circle. Look up at the moon. Look at the earth. And it's a thought. Just send a little energy her way. Doesn't matter about where she live or whatever. Our sister Tolo Cherokee, we just send a little bit, so that way she felt better. I could use a little energy myself, yet I'm all right. I'll send some. There's the old saying when I was studying Shotokan on Gosho Ryo system. And I'm always telling y'all to breathe. In order to live, what is the first thing the doctor wants to do? Spank you, right? So you'll take on air because you've been breathing amniotic fluid. The issue is, you already know how to breathe, but what they don't know is that you were removed too soon from something that you need not be removed from. So when I was studying Gosho Ryo style karate, my sensei would say, first you have to learn how to walk, James. And I remember looking at him like, what are you talking about? I just walked up. I'm being a smart ass. I'm like, 12 years old, 11, 12 years old, Boonful Ave. And I walked up in here. Just in that reply alone, I later learned when I got my yellow belt that I did not know how to walk. So every time you hear me say, you must learn how to breathe, it's not this. You must know that you have a soul, that you have this energy, that you have this spirit, this light. So you must learn that. And then when you realize that that is what you have, and not by religions and this, that, and other, not to knock those. You know my stance on that. If they believe in it, they should really live by it. And they will live not a perfect, but a gratuitous life. Then we can learn how to breathe more. And meditation, all that's to help breathe. looking at things without having rage and anger all the time. A lot of times, I like to draw people in, so I act, I put on a show, except for when I say otherwise, and I've done that twice. Most of the time, it's grandstanding, not for ego, to gather you in, because I know a lot of you are still there, to re-enable the circuit so that we don't stay chemically lobotomized, to realize that we are one. It's a hard. Sometimes I'm almost unconvinced myself, believing that that's the stubbornness that I have to work with. When you see the darkness, the Jannah is overpowering, even with all the light, because it angers you. And you know that with patience and time, there's no reason to relegate yourself to being angry at it. Yet, in these skin suits, man, it's a job, all the pain and the suffrage. So you must learn how to look at the grass and enjoy it. And if you don't see it, to see the beauty of the trees until you make it beyond them, to see the crystalline, to see the truth of who you are, who we are. So I'm going to continue to read. Every once in a while, I'll upload a video, do a little short. I'm going to do my best to stay away from all the negative. There's more than enough individuals doing enough negative that if that is what you require and need, then it's your choice. We have choices. I'm always alluding to this. I knew it's late. I was actually going to come on. I didn't think anybody would come in. I was just going to do the same thing. I can never lie to y'all and tell you that I don't feel the pain of all the things that are going on. And it's horrendous. And I detest it. I can't stand it. It's not overburdening for me, but it's just so... It's not supposed to be. By now, you know what created it. And if you don't, the more I read, the more you'll realize and see. The more I convey on certain things and insert in certain places, the more you'll realize, and the less you'll have to compromise to find comfort. Oh, don't think I'm not comfortable. I'm all right with whatever. I just feel the pain. Do you know what it's like to feel the pain? No, to take it on. It's heavy. It's real heavy. So I said I wanted to come on. I was hoping nobody came in and be as honest as I can. But I have to. I have to take in the pain. I have to. There's no way around it. Until the pain is finally gone. There's so much suffrage. And so many suffering who don't know they're suffering. And I mean in all kind of ways, people. The direct suffrage, the indirect suffrage, the personal suffrage, the causality, the duality of suffrage, the magnification, the minimalization of suffrage. There's so much suffrage, y'all. And there's so many suffering. This is my own form of suffering. And I'm so aware of it. But I embrace it because I know that if it's there, for every action there's the opposite. You get where I'm coming from? They don't know because they delight. And I don't want to get into that, but they delight in the suffering. Otherwise, the suffering wouldn't be going. And you must not suffer it either. You got to be strong, people. So with that, I'm going to say y'all have a grand evening. And again, my apologies for not reading that beautiful love. I can read a little bit if y'all want. If you want, I can read a little bit. I can give you a little bit of a little love story. It's a lot of information you saw last time. You know what? I'm going to go ahead. I'm up. So we're going to get into the Heaven Bearers, the Great Reset of 1834, and the Mud Flood. I'm going to go ahead. It'll take my mind a little bit off of what's going on. There's so much going on, people. My apologies again. There's just so much. You know, we was talking in the copulation, the thing that she really didn't want with this individual. So let's go on. So we go back to the beginning. Go and lie on the bed, he orders her. She doesn't like his tone. It isn't happy or have any ounce of excitement in it. Nothing arousing. But she does as she is told and just stares at the ceiling, waiting for him to do what he needs to do with her. He comes on top of her, kisses her on the lips briefly, then proceeds to kiss her neck and asserts himself. She cries out and continues to stare at the ceiling while she lies there as still as she can. You know, when I'm reading this, I'm thinking about the poor babies out here. Anyway, let me just keep going. He is rough and forceful. I have to block things out, y'all, mentally. Mental gymnastics, y'all. Seriously. There's like 15 things going on in my head. I'm serious, y'all. When they say, can you walk and chew bubblegum? Man, I can juggle. I can chew bubblegum, walk, look around, see things from a peripheral, back step if need be, and side step, and hit jump rope, I think, at the same time. Man, listen. Anyway, he is rough and forceful, and he smells like ash and fire. And some wine. A couple of minutes later, it is all over and he is next to her, facing away from her, and they both go to sleep. She wakes up to a strange sound and looks around the room. Her heart is racing and she is scared. Malcolm is still asleep next to her and she looks towards the window, wondering what that was to wake her so suddenly. She hears the noise again and her heart pounds even harder in her chest. She gently pulls back the thick navy blue curtains, the same ones that she has in her room, in order to see what it is. Nothing. There is nothing there. She hears the noise again and this time cries out softly with fright. It's an owl. He says suddenly. His voice startles her and she looks over at him with big, bold eyes. He is sitting up on the bed, staring at her. The moonlight illuminates her body perfectly in that moment, and his heart skips a single beat. He walks up to her and takes hold of the curtain. He stares out of the window. His eyes are looking for something. You see that tree right there at the back? In the corner by the wall, he asks her. Yes, she replies. He casually places his other hand on the small of her back and gently strokes her soft skin. Now move your eyes slightly upwards. Do you see the bird? Yes, I can. She smiles at him, but her expression changes to confusion. That's an owl? Why is it all awake at this hour? Not knowing it's nocturnal. She asks and crinkles her nose at being awake so late at night. They are nocturnal, he replies softly. but the expression on her face tells him she doesn't know what he means. They don't sleep at night, but rather they hunt rodents, mice, and rats. He pauses briefly at her beauty. They are supposed to be bad luck, like a bad omen. He goes on to say, and wonders why he felt he had to mention that to her. He can feel her tense up, and he strokes her back with more force and gently tugs on her long, soft hair. But I don't believe in such things. Now come back to bed. She climbs back into bed and turns away from him. Her mind is stuck on the scary-sounding bird and what bad luck she may encounter. Other than being married to Malcolm. He places his hand on her hip, and she can feel him up against her. And she immediately closes her eyes tight. She knows what he wants from her at that moment. And we'll pick up chapter 3 tomorrow. I just thought I would give you all that because we'll start getting into some other business. Okay? So that'll be the grandeur of tonight. The coup d'etat. And I appreciate y'all hanging in there. And we're going to stay there. We're not going to deal with all the stuff. Okay? I took a long, hard, arduous gander before I napped and when I woke up. And I said, it's unnecessary. Is it about making this channel great? No, it's about allowing y'all to become great and greater than me and me to become greater than I. It's about allowing us to, I can't stand that word mature, but as a revelation to further mature in whatever truth is meant for us. I can't say. All right. So I appreciate y'all coming in. I'm going to go ahead and shut it down. And ladies, gentlemen, it never stops. Rondo, what's going on, family? Lloyd Carter, what I do? Heather Berry, 18 peace, beloved. Equator 7, blissful. What's going on, blessed one? Big Pontiac. What's going on? Yeah, I was checking out that game. You know I don't watch sports no more, but I go over to your thing and watch your commentary on the games because it keeps me in the window of some knowing. I love what you do, brother. And besides, I got to support my kinfolk all over. So many. Y'all, you just see me trying to find everybody and just to like and just let the videos play, even if I don't listen to them all, just to support. We have to support one another. Y'all don't know how important it is. We have to be a sound structure again. It's imminent. We are imminent. Okay? Y'all have a grand evening. Love y'all.